concessions on the vessel-related costs when calling it Goa port. But again, the biggest concern is that they are willing to put in more vessels and get this service, more services along the coast happening. Today we bought a possible feeder operator who is already operating in the coast, and they are quite willing to bring a vessel to Goa. But what happens is now most of the ports along the coast of India have got their own infrastructure. They have cranes. So the vessels which are being operated now don't have cranes, or even if they have a crane, they don't use those cranes. So when we met the port, we told them that this is the main thing. They've given us discounts, good discounts, which is I think a very appreciable thing by the side of the on the side of the port for giving discounts on the vessel calling cost. But what happens is the main thing required is the crane. For that also the port has been very responsive. They responded very positively when we met them today, and they are looking at the possibilities of getting a crane from some other port or from some other operator. Plus they are even ready to go for an expression of interest of putting the crane, but it takes some time. Plus we had a meeting now with all the other stakeholders, and we explained to them that this is the main issue which is required is the crane for starting the service of container in Goa. So we are all going to be independently and as a body working to get a crane, and the stakeholders and the shipping lines who are there today, they are all very responsive that the service which we are going to start, they're going to support it. The exporters also have said they're going to from the big pharmaceutical companies which are based in Goa. They're doing all the exports. They're doing all the exports through JNPT, which is actually, you see, it's a very polluting exercise which is happening. A container is empty containers coming from JNPT, 650 kilometers. Then it's getting loaded in Verna. Then it's again going, so 1,300 kilometers of road travel one container is doing for export from Goa. It is a totally polluting exercise. Whereas in Goa, we should be promoting more of green cargo. However, Goa has got a beautiful port. When we have a service in Goa, why should a container go by road to JNPT? It is a totally wrong thing. So one of the reasons the present vessel has stopped service is because there was no support from all these big pharma companies. If good support from pharma companies, then the present vessel operator who suddenly had to stop wouldn't have stopped, because there will be volumes. There is volumes. No shipping operator is going to stop. So I think our government also has to impress upon all the pharmaceutical companies based in Goa that you have to use Mormugao port. And today everybody is talking about being environmental friendly, being green. These are big pharmaceutical companies. They should be the first people to be helping in this. If they all come and start, and these are high value cargo, the vessels will get good freight. So they should be the people who are to be told first, help Goa port. All the small exporters, they are dependent on Goa port. But the big pharmaceutical companies, they are issue with the smaller, because the average weight of the cargoes are about, in coastal it's about 28 vessel which is required to come into the thing, because you need a geared vessel. The vessels which are there operating, they've got gears.
Issues taken up by luggage that the service has discontinued suddenly. So it has created a panic amongst the importers as well as the exporters. So that is the main issue which has come. They don't know which port to look after. Now generally what happens is the export and import of the containers are roughly through three places. One is Mundra, second is JNPT, third is Cochin. That is the three Indian destinations. Some of them also do it through Colombo. Now if you want to start a foreign vessel coming to India to go to Colombo, it is going to take time. It will not be worth. So many of the people, when they came to know from the trade, they managed to, all the associations have got together, the users and all the associations, Goa Chamber of Commerce, CII, GSI, Goa Small State Industries Association, Verna Industries Association, Pharma. So all the sectors have come together, and they also have called a line the line people also. So with those and customers agents, we could assess what is the requirement, because everything depends on the economic viability of a ship coming to this port and handling the cargo. If you say that we are going to have 1,000 containers coming at one shot per month, then it may not be economical. But if it is 300 and 400 consistently per week, then it makes viable. It will be viable, because the manufacturer, most importantly, what happens with him is that he cannot hold a cargo for 1 month. See, he has to dispatch it within 2-3 days, ideally. Okay, at the most he can wait for is 1 week. More beyond that, it is not possible. So we had got a person who had ready to arrange the ship for this. But the main problem, which in that case, if that ship comes, he was thinking 1,000 containers will get. So we told him it is not possible. So now it will be working on a lower scale, but the whole container traffic is such that you have to take the cargo within 24 hours. Now, ship's crane will not be able to handle this. So what is the most important thing is the current setup. Now, current setup with MPT may not be strong enough to discharge the load and unload the ships for within 1 hour. That is the reason the ship owners are reluctant to come here. There is no other issue. So if now we are able to source a harbor mobile crane for this type of cargoes to be done in such a short time, then whole problem can be sorted out. The ships owners will come themselves when they know that the business is there, they'll come together. So what we have done is, with the various users, etc. and all that, we have told them, we are circulating, we are from the group, and we are getting a feedback from them as to exactly how many containers are coming and which are their preferred destinations. Whether they would like to export through JNPT, they would like to go to Mundra, or they would like to go through Cochin. So if these 3 things destinations we can work out and source and segregate the thing, which I think will be successful in that. So we are going to request the government to intervene and push the Marmugao port to get their crane active immediately, as soon as possible.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We had invited from Shreya Shipping, and also he has just seen the potential, but they were also expecting more than 500 containers per vessel per call, which seems to be right now very difficult. If you see over a period of time, in last couple of months, the average has been around 250 to 300. So now he is talking about 1,000 plus, but even getting half of it also, he has shown some little interest that he may call upon at least to start with. But now it is up to us as our Goan industry also to utilize. Emotionally, I would really like and plead all our Goan exporters. We have to use this MPT facility. It is facility for us. And now especially the port was mining dependent, and now it has been converted for us as into a much more this. So we should emotionally also get attached and see how we can utilize this particular port. And because again, if you see comparatively the CHA and the people who are along with this shipping industry, more than 10,000 people's livelihood is also at the stake. If this vessel doesn't come, call upon Goa again anymore, then at least 10,000, and we exporters will definitely have a very, very tough time in competing to the other world.
Thank you, sir.